Some people are born into privilege, but only the fearless turn it into an empire. Some build wealth, but only a few survive the fire, fall, and rise again even stronger. This is not just another billionaire success story. This is a tale of power, ambition, betrayal, and resilience. A story of a man who had it all, lost it all, and refused to let fate decide his future. A man who turned setbacks into comebacks and failures into stepping stones toward greatness. From the heights of billionaire status to the depths of financial ruin, from scandalous accusations to shocking revelations, this journey is filled with twists and lessons that will challenge everything you think you know about success. But what does it really take to build an empire? And more importantly, what does it take to rebuild it after losing everything? Buckle up, because today, we're diving deep into one of the most legendary and controversial business stories of our time. If you're looking for inspiration, if you want to know what separates the weak from the unstoppable, then this is the story you need to hear. Let's get started. Everyone knows his name. At one point, he controlled nearly 93% of the business in his sector, practically holding a monopoly. His name is synonymous with wealth and status, referenced by both young and old, even by entertainers. Every Nigerian hustler dreams of reaching his level of success. But what makes Ida so special? And how did the son of a Lagos state governor go from contemplating suicide to becoming the second Nigerian billionaire featured on Forbes after Dangote? Stay with us as we unveil the most iconic success story in Nigeria's history and explore how the name Ida became a national symbol of ambition and triumph. Born in November 1962 in Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, Ida was the second of 6 children in the family of Mr. and Mrs. Ida. He grew up in Lagos, benefiting from his father's wealth and influence. His father, Michael Otedola, held a prestigious position in a well-known oil company, ensuring his son received top-tier education. Even as a child, Ida showed a natural flair for entrepreneurship. At just 6 years old, he launched his first venture, a nail grooming service called Femco. His earliest customers were family and friends, whom he charged for his services. After completing secondary school, Ida attended Obafemi Awolowo University. While in university, he managed his father's printing press business, an experience that sharpened his business acumen. Upon earning his degree, he took on the role of marketing manager at the family business, absorbing valuable lessons about entrepreneurship from his father. However, Ida soon realized his father's influence extended beyond business. In 1992, Michael Otedola became the governor of Lagos State, significantly elevating the family's wealth and political influence. A year after his father stepped down in 1993, Ida broke away from the family business and established his own company, Centerfort, a financial institution focused on investment and trading. Although little is known about its operations, Ida re-emerged in 2003 with a much bigger ambition, entering the oil and gas industry. Recognizing a lucrative opportunity in fuel retail, he founded Xenon Petroleum and Gas Limited. In 2004, Ida invested an additional 15 billion naira into the business, acquiring storage depots for cargo ships and 100 tanker trucks. This move disrupted Nigeria's oil distribution market, positioning him as a major diesel supplier to corporate giants like MTN, Coca-Cola, and the Dangote Group. Within just 2 years, his success propelled him into national recognition, catching the attention of Nigeria's then-president, who appointed him as a non-executive director of the Transnational Corporation of Nigeria. With his growing influence, Ida secured a staggering $1.5 billion loan in 2007 to build the largest PMS storage facility in Africa. It took 10 banks to fund this ambitious project. By acquiring a 28.7% stake in African Petroleum, he became chairman of one of Nigeria's largest fuel marketing companies. He later increased his stake to 55.3%, marking the full privatization of the formerly state-owned entity. However, Ida's empire faced a crisis in 2008 when the global financial meltdown devastated economies worldwide. Oil prices plummeted from $146 to $34 per barrel, while over 1 million tons of his diesel stock remained in transit on the high seas. This disaster resulted in staggering financial losses. $480 million lost due to the oil price crash. $160 million lost when company stocks collapsed. $258 million lost through the devaluation of the naira. $320 million lost due to soaring loan interest rates. These mounting losses pushed Ida to the brink of despair, even considering suicide. However, thoughts of his wife and children prevented him from taking that path. Instead of giving up, he made a strategic decision, stepping down as CEO and appointing a new leader to stabilize the company while he focused on personal financial recovery. Under new management, Xenom and African Petroleum gradually regained their footing. To ease the financial strain, Ida leveraged the Nigerian government's newly established Asset Management Corporation, AMCON, to sell off $400 million of his $1.2 billion debt. Despite this, he was still left with an $800 million liability. Desperate to clear his obligations, he liquidated his assets, giving up 144 apartment properties, his shares in major Nigerian banks, and stakes in multiple corporations, including Africa Finance Corporation, Transcorp, Chevron, and Mobil Oil. Despite these setbacks, 2009 saw Ida achieve an extraordinary milestone, becoming the second Nigerian billionaire to appear on Forbes' list, with a net worth of $1.2 billion. However, after his financial downfall, he was left with only 2 properties, his office space and a 34% stake in African Petroleum. Determined to stage a comeback, Ida rebranded African Petroleum as Forte Oil in 2010, modernizing its operations and governance structure. By embracing technology, he led the company back to profitability by 2012. However, controversy soon followed. A Nigerian lawmaker accused him of benefiting from an illegal fuel subsidy scheme, linking him to a $6.8 billion corruption scandal. But Ida turned the tables by releasing video evidence of the lawmaker soliciting bribes, leading to the official's arrest and clearing Forte Oil's name. To mitigate future risks, Ida diversified into the power sector, acquiring a 414-megawatt power plant for $132 million. This strategic move boosted Forte Oil's stock price by 13 times, earning him a spot back on Forbes' Billionaire list by 2014. His business empire expanded further, owning Nigeria's largest shipping company, Sea Force, with a fleet of vessels supporting his oil operations. In 2015, he began withdrawing from the oil industry, selling a 17% stake in Forte Oil to Swiss investors. By 2019, he had completely exited the business, reportedly netting $500 million from the sale. With this capital, he shifted his focus to renewable energy, founding Jerigu Power plc. Ida's name continued to dominate headlines. He publicly clashed with business moguls like Aliko Dangote and Tony Elumelu, accusing them of manipulating stocks and undercutting his investments. Despite these disputes, his influence remained unshaken. Beyond business, Ida's personal life has also made waves. He has 4 children, including DJ Cuppy and singer Tenny. His marriage to Ghanaian Nana Ida faced public challenges, particularly in 2016 when 2 Canadian sisters attempted to blackmail him with alleged affair footage. He took legal action, forcing them to issue a public apology. By 2021, Ida became the largest shareholder of FBN Bank, increasing his stake to 11.6% by mid-2024. As of early 2025, Forbes estimates his net worth at $1.6 billion, a remarkable comeback from near financial ruin. Despite his wealth, he remains humble in his expenditures, preferring philanthropy over excessive luxury. He has donated millions to scholarships, government initiatives, and religious organizations. In 2019, he rewarded Nigeria's national football team with $25,000 for their outstanding performance at the African Cup of Nations. Ida's journey is a testament to resilience, adaptability, and the relentless pursuit of success. His story proves that success isn't a straight path, it's a turbulent ride of victories, setbacks, and comebacks. When ambition meets purpose, barriers crumble, and greatness is achieved. Success is never a straight road, it's a battlefield. It's not just about making money, it's about surviving the losses. It's not about never falling, it's about standing up every single time you hit the ground. And this man? He proved that no failure is final unless you quit. He lost billions, faced public humiliation, fought battles in business and life, but what did he do? He rebuilt. He rebranded. He came back even stronger. That's what makes legends. That's what makes billionaires. And that's what separates dreamers from doers. But here's the real question. What about you? What are you doing with your failures? Are you letting them define you, or are you using them as fuel to push forward? Because if there's one lesson in this entire story, it's this: your setbacks don't matter. Your comebacks do. Success is for those who refuse to surrender. So what's stopping you? Excuses? Doubts? Fear? Forget all that. If he can rise from nothing, so can you. If he can fight for his dreams, so can you. The question is, will you?